Thank you all for being here for this special climate change hearing. As we've discussed before and I've brought up, our climate is changing, and this poses a serious threat to our environment, public health, and ultimately our way of life, which, as extreme a statement that might be, it could also be an understatement. Of course, how quickly and how severely this threat impacts us largely depends on how quickly and aggressively we meet the challenge. Over the next few decades, significant reductions in greenhouse gas emissions will be necessary to avoid the worst consequences of climate change. When we think about taking action over decades, that is not commonly our time frame here in Sacramento. So it really, I think, this issue requires us to think about things in a much different way. Mitigation efforts will touch nearly every aspect of California's infrastructure, planning, and investment. We've already experienced with water infrastructure, where approximately $2 billion has been appropriated for drought mitigation in the past 2 years, along with a $7.5 billion water bond passed by the voters. We've witnessed and experienced two very large investments to deal secure water supplies in the face of changing weather patterns. Just the tip of the iceberg. Even our addressing the drought is going to take more resources, more time, more effort. And without question, California has made significant strides in confronting climate change. We passed AB 32 in 2006, spearheaded efforts to reduce emissions from passenger vehicles, and we've established the first renewable energy portfolio standard in the country, just to name some of our efforts. But this is not enough, which is why we are now in conversations to set lofty goals to reduce petroleum, further increase our renewable portfolio and energy efficiency goals, and set a higher bar in reducing our greenhouse gas emissions under the leadership of our governor, who is, as you all know, very engaged on this issue. Unfortunately, even if we do our part and meet whatever goals we set, we still have our challenges. Here in California, we can't legislate the behaviors of other states or the international community, but we can lead by example, and I think that is something typically California has done a good job of. And we can hope that those successes will be adopted or expanded upon by others. Much like the old civil rights call to action, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem.